only averaged 1.27 goals, they're up to 2.25. Red Bull make a couple of changes on their own. Keep an eye on the wings, Vanzeir and Harper on the outside.
Underway in the round of 16, New York Red Bulls taking on FC Cincinnati. It's the River Kits.
I'm sure that Troy Lesane and everybody else wearing a red jersey tonight is hoping that maybe they can flip that fortune. So far, 4 games unbeaten under their new manager.
Lost by Harper. Cincinnati approach the halfway line. Harper steps in. Dylan Nealis had her smashed across, away from Barlow. So Tolkien has a go. Taken away, here's Stroud. A foul from Acosta. More New York Red Bulls to still feature for the squad that played in that 2017 semifinal. It's played at Nippert Stadium in front of 33,000 plus. Turned over and racing through. There is contact. There is a whistle. And it comes with a yellow card. Nealis did find his brother Sean in the penalty area earlier. That should look a bit familiar. Angulo stabs it away. Yearwood. The soccer city that Cincinnati was and has remained. They have sold out every home game this year.
Again, like, purposeful possession is the catchphrase that everybody utilizes, right? So there have certainly been a couple of balls in, but some of the ones coming forward has just talked his way into a yellow card here.
Big step. And with Cincinnati to carry forward, Angulo knocked off the ball. Tolkien found the pocket. Yearwood for Barlow. Yearwood! Best chance of the match by far, just before the half-hour mark.
I'll get it.
Ball through. Vanzeir. Angles. Harper. Cut back. Harper. Handled by Can.
One of the best in the business in MLS this year.
Stroud started this. The return from Vanzeir. Stroud crossing toward Tolkien. And that is some nifty dribbling. Stroud. The numbers are good here in red for New York. Acosta. Overlap arrives. Arias stridently forward for Cincinnati. Acosta. Return. Takes it back off the ricochet. Rolled through. Kubo scores! FC Cincinnati on the road have the opener! And that is a stunner!
The rapidity of play and creates separation within the ranks against Red Bull's defensive front. Even though it breaks down, look at how many numbers they have forward. All of a sudden, the horizontal threat becomes a lot more prevalent. You can move side to side quicker. Just mentioned doing that, albeit in a deeper lying area. Now you're at the top of the 18. Same premise rings true.
And there's halftime. Yuya Kubo, just 4 minutes before the break, puts FC Cincinnati ahead on the road. New York gets the first kick of the second half, and we may well have our first quarterfinalist in about 45 minutes' time. Caceres steps through, and that's southward bound. And Barlow never fully got a real handle on this game. Elias Manuel comes on. So a couple of attacking subs here to try and spark things for New York.
I just mentioned how you start to add more layers to the attack coming forward. Both outside midfielders took the easy path. He tried to widen the field himself, or in fact, if he actually cut in, drags a runner with him, opens up space for Vanzeir down in the the diagonal into the corner. These are the little things that a young pro starts to pick up after more repetitions. All the way back across his body, but it will be the end of his night. Goal in the 42nd minute, courtesy of Marco Angulo. Sees the addition of Dominic Baggi, because the horizontal threat is the thing that you're worried about most, and they've eliminated that over the past 10 minutes.
Stroud taken out by Arias, and that comes with a yellow card. It'll be the first card issued to a Cincinnati player. And on races Corey Burke. 6 appearances prior to this in the Open Cup. 3 goals, 1 assist. Replaces Yearwood. Caceres. Wobodeau catch up to it. Tolkin. First header, and Dom can.
Almost odd to use that phrase, primarily operating out on that left-hand width, but so good at just recognizing where the pressure points are at what point in time, speeding it up, slowing it down. Use the word triangulation in the first half for FC Cincinnati.
Now he's latched on, seeking Acosta. Carmona, remarkably. Caceres, header, and Dom. Will feature as well. Stroud coming off. Dylan Nealis is off.
One of the things that you have to get if you're Peter Stroud is find a way to push through games and go get a result. You saw some of that growth pattern tonight.
A pirouette back to Mullings, who hangs this in the air. That sets for a blast across. That was nearly storybook for Avante Mullings. Tell a story, but it's not a very complete one. That's quite the tackle. Tolkin getting into it with Baggi. The yellow card's out. Tolkin.
Certainly retaliation from John Tolkin. Wonder as to whether or not either one caught each other in the face. I thought Tolkin came a little high. Dominic Baggi just defending himself on the back side of it. Can't really blame either one. Tolkin not happy with the initial infraction over the back shoulder, and then just returning the contact.
Nealis broke it up. Free kick, New York from half field. Luquinhas is back defending. Watch Barreal show up later, kick the ball away. That's why the yellow card. Floated back into the box. Header across, taken out of the air, last on target, and in! New York level in stoppage time! What a moment for Vanzier!
The +5 of added extra time, almost anemic at times moving forward, and yet a little bit of misdirection, a second, a third ball. All you're looking for is an opportunity.
Caceres kept it alive, and it ricochets across. Vanzier at the death. They will play on with a corner.
Can't get a touch to this, and again, you're looking for the same sort of form, taken down off the chest. Wants to catch this on the way up, but it comes a little bit too high. And as he adjusts, just gets underneath it. Good rotation over by the goalkeeper. That little touch up over top of the bar just before the final whistle.
are still at the end of second half stoppage time, and we do have a corner to come. Is there something here for New York at the end? Bounces up off of Nealis. Another chance to serve across for New York. Header to the top of the 18, Wiki Carmona. Heavy touch, out of real estate, and on to an additional 30 minutes.
Maybe you had the better run of possession, certainly a ton of shots, 23, but none of that mattered towards the tail end of this game because you didn't have anything to show for it. Well, now you do.
Caceres trying to hold it. That's contact from behind by Carmona. He is not previously on a yellow card. Murphy poked it away. And this is an attempt to chip Mara. At this point, Mara is a wily veteran, 32 years of age. Stefanelli in the 73rd.
Oh.
Van Zier forward. Mullings kicked away by Can.
And how's the vision here from Tolkien? He's actually trying to spray it all the way to the backside, even with the drop down underneath for Van Zier, but
Caceres. Header snapped wide. It was a player selected by Cincinnati when they came into the league, only to return to Red Bull. Looked like Hassan and Dom. Not up to knock it down.
I couldn't even believe he got on the end of this. Watch the run just behind him. Pearson Mosquera and the mark that he has. They're both tracking back, but Ndam, much better job of contorting his body to even get ahead on this thing. 9 times out of 10, FC Cincinnati player on the tail end of it, or a half-hearted effort that's pushed away. I said the structural integrity need to be regained by both of these squads, so the advantage with Red Bull, and yet a special moment that could be.
They will be of sound mind and body after potentially winning Champions League a day or two prior. Acosta. Works on Mullings. Acosta! Pushed aside by Ryan Mara. Went through the legs of Mullings, and Mara had it red with a full stretch save.
You know, he asked the ball a little bit sooner. You'd like to spray this with some English in front so we can run onto it, but as he slows down, just watch the hips. Knows the second that he brings it back, and he's going to be able to get something off, whether or not it's actually going to make its way through to the goalkeeper. Another
Mullings. Van Zier rips across through. Tolkien can. Yes, he can.
Back to the left peg of Tolkien. Just hit with vengeance by Van Zier, and watch him reassert himself on the near post.
Esposito. And traded up twice to get him. 7th overall last year. Ball ahead. Manuel has a step. Manuel. And a piece from Mosquera, skies to the other side. Caceres went for goal! Rippled the outside.
To go it alone. Again, good position.
Mullings pulls it back. Chance to reset here for Tolkien, who hangs it up there for a dom to the back post. That's blocked from Manuel.
Everyone in a blue jersey, 40 yards and in from their own net.
Header down, taken on the line, Van Zier.
Of course, but this has got to be the third that he's taken on a half volley. Just over the shoulder, all on the right, all moving away from him. How's the confidence by Can, by the way, to pull up out of this save? Home squad donning the red that has done that 500% fold.
Mullings at full sprint, lays it back, Van Zier. Off of Barreal, sends it. Of course it is, right? Maybe they just want to see Coronel score a winner. This could be absolutely insane. Mullings throws, header, Can. Full time and on to penalties in the round of 16. Shades of the drama of 2017 on display. Acosta, a magnificent penalty and Cincinnati scores first. Dante Van Zier scored the equalizer in stoppage time in the second half. Van Zier denied by Can. Moreno sent Mara the wrong direction. Cincinnati 2-0 ahead. Not quite must-have-it territory, but we're close. Manuel got it by Can. That penalty is perfection. Baji scores. Carmona, with all the pressure, answers in a moment with Mara. Mosquera to put Cincinnati on the cusp. A touch from Mara, but not enough. And Mosquera has Cincinnati just one kick away. Caceres scores, roofing it by Can. Cincinnati to move on to the quarterfinals in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Yes! Cincinnati go on the road, knock off Red Bulls, on to a quarterfinal at TQL.
Ariel into the midfield, not employed at the wingback spot. Lost in translations at time, nothing lost on heat and this opportunity